Hey there, Schnoffs. We have a little bit of sweet action on mobile for you today. I am going to do a pretty crazy. No, I mean it's weird for me. I don't know if it's crazy altogether, but it's weird for me. No farms. That's a weird one. You know, I always use farms. And I was just thinking about it. I'm like, today, why do I always use farms? There's two main reasons. Number one, economy is important. I'm an economy fiend. And number two, the balloon economy just plain sucks in this game. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? Because this is a post commentary, I can tell you guys a little bit more stuff about the balloon economy because I already know how these games went and things like that. And I'm not gonna lie, they're not good. Alright guys, the balloon economy, it's not the way to go. Farm economy, way better off. And the reason is that the time just goes by faster in mobile. You know, the rounds go by faster. That's pretty much the main reason. And farms, it doesn't matter how fast the rounds go. You're going to get the same amount of money no matter what. Each round gives you a certain amount of money. But when you have the rounds being only 20 seconds, 25 seconds tops, that's it. Boom. Done. You know, you're not going to get a lot of money at all. So that's pretty much the main reason why balloon economy sucks. Also, huge problem, Ninja Kiwi, I'm actually going to go and probably talk to somebody about this pretty soon, because this really makes me not want to use balloon economy, and also makes the game a little bit annoying. It's the fact that whenever you want to send out balloons, you can't just hold it down. You have to tap it, and that's just the biggest problem that I have. I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. It just makes the game kind of annoying, especially in round 1 and 2 and maybe 3 and 4. Because all you're doing is reds and blues, really freaking slow. It's like tappity tappity toop, and it doesn't really work out very well. So anyways, let's continue on with this game. You know, this is a pretty decent game. He's going Dart Monkey Wizard. You know, definitely not a bad strategy. Now what I decided to do is, just because I'm going balloon economy, the basic plan is to out-survive my enemy, since he has no economy. If I survive longer than him, I'm going to get more money later on, and he is not. So, I'm already at 500. 500 balloon economy. But it took me to level 8 to get that, so that's only twice of what I normally have. And usually, the rough estimate on when you're supposed to stop with economy is 2.5 minutes before you want to have the most money. So, if you want to have, you know, if, like, basically when you want to rush people, you want to have it about 2.5 minutes before that. So, you know, basically, I am only 2.5 minutes into the game, and that's when I'm supposed to have my max economy. So if you think about it, realistically, if I didn't even go any economy, I'd probably be at my max economy right now with 250. But because I went up to 500, I'm actually down a lot of money, and that causes some problems for me. It causes a lot of problems for, of course, the hard levels. 13, 14, 15, tough levels. Now, there are ways that I can go about kind of switching this up just a little bit. You know, if I want to, I can probably get a 3-0 boomerang, use some battle energy, fend off some Regal Rainbows and stuff like that, with just the current towers that I have. So even though it seems like I'm not doing so hot, I don't have very many good towers at all, I could probably defend some rushes, and I'm also doing damage to this guy with just straight up pink balloons. I wasn't even thinking I was doing damage to him. To be honest, I was just trying to get some economy. But then I started hurting him and made him use battle energy. I just thought that was kind of ridiculous. So now, one other thing that you're going to notice about me is I'm actually not rushing with Regal Rainbows. It's not that I'm never going to rush with Regal Rainbows. I think Regal Rainbows are indeed probably the best rush in the game. It's just the fact that some people don't like to watch it every single time, so I decided to try and stay away from it today. Hopefully, well, you know, at least for this game right now. See what happens. Anyways, some camo yellows coming in. Alright, so you're realizing my pretty big problem right now. I don't have any camo detection. I only got a freaking 1-1 wizard, which is not going to do very much camo detection at all, guys. It's very terrible camo detection. But if you get a lightning wizard, it'll be enough. Especially because, you know, if the guy rushes you, you got your freaking wizard up with some battle energy, and you'll be fine. And then you can get some seaman shooters over there if you want to. Just pop a little white juice out onto the place, and you'll decamelize a lot of those balloons before they cause any problems. But we're doing a pretty decent job, but I do have to prepare for level 18. Those Moabs can come out at any time. And even though I have a 700 economy, that's a good economy, right, guys? I still feel like I'm really not even doing good. I feel like I'm down on money. I'm down on luck, I guess. This guy, I mean, he's got some farms going, which of course is better than my balloon economy, but it's not going to help him catch up. To be honest, I have more monies than him. It's the truth. I have more monies than him. I have more economy. I have more towers, I have more things. But I also have been a lot more open the entire game. You know, big rushes could probably kill me in a lot of these random times. And also his tower choice probably wasn't the best thing ever for a lot of big rushes that people can send out around these times. So because I have a lot of economy, I don't want to just waste it all and just send out a Moab and just have it be gone. That's like the biggest no-no in the book. If you got an economy lead, just use it. Make sure you can survive a rush, or make sure you're saving up so you can send out a super mega massive rush that this guy is not going to survive. So what I did was, instead of just rushing him right away on level 20 with a BFB and just made my economy go down to literally 0, I decided to wait a few seconds and maybe rush him after I get some money saved up. So it's already around 21, of course, level 22 is oh my god, so maybe I can go for those, but no, I decided no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go with a quick BFB, and what I'm hoping is that he's going to try and battle energy that BFB, and I'm going to send out, by the time we get to level 22, I can sell maybe a boomerang or something, and send out a oh my god, a $9,000 rush. But I also don't think that he is going to have enough stuff to defend. As odd as that might sound, because he has 3 farms, he doesn't have enough stuff to defend. So I don't really know what's going on in his brain right now. But this is getting pretty darn epic. Could we possibly take him down with just a regular with just one BFB? And again, no re-roast, no nothing like that, just regular BFB. Now, I'm having a little bit of problem versus these ceramics. Oh man, we could possibly die from these ceramics right here. That would just be plain terrible. We gotta get another boomer. Oh man, cancel that ninja. No, get him out of here. Roll 3-0 boomerang, and oh my goodness, barely survived. The enemy survived that ceramic rush, but again, the BFB is getting really freaking farther. He's about to use his battle energy, just about guarantee it. And does he have something up under his sleeve? It looks like he could possibly take it down with a and he is! He's gonna get taken down with regular Moabs. Oh my goodness! Very close game. I still had $6,000 something saved up, and even though I spent a lot of my balloon economy, I still had some left over. So we're gonna play pretty much the exact same thing right now. We are going to do a regular no farm game. So I gotta choose like different towers this time, you know, make it interesting. You know, we got a cannon, boomer, wizard. Alright, so pretty much just a cannon instead of an engineer. Alright, let's make it happen. Amanda's like, oh man, guess what I did? I forgot to grab something. I needed to drive 20 minutes back to my house, and then I needed to come back to see you. It's sad because I'm hungry. I kind of want to see Amanda too, but I'm hungry. It's about food. We're supposed to get food together. It's already almost 8 o'clock at night. I don't eat food at 8 o'clock at night. I eat food at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock maybe. What time do you guys normally eat dinner? That's an interesting question. You know, I think it's all based on your family. Because me and my family, we used to eat dinner at 4:30. That was just like the consistent time that we ate. We had reasons behind it. You know, my dad actually had to go to work at 4:30 at night. So what he would do is just make food right before he left, and that's why we ate early. And then eventually we're just like, wow, other people eat at like 7 o'clock at night. Why are we doing this weird thing where we're eating at 4:30? Kind of makes sense, because by the time you get to 8 o'clock at night, 9, 10 o'clock at night, by the time you might want to think about going to bed when you're a kid, you're hungry. So I guess it's just weird. So anyways, pink balloons coming out right now. Yeah, okay. Just some silly pink balloons, but surprisingly enough, my cannon's not doing that great of a job. Come on, Charlie, what you doing? I should start naming all my towers. I should. What do you guys think about that? Just name every single one of my towers. Like Charlie can be the cannon. Barney the boat. Charlie needs to pop all these guys, and Barney really needs to start doing some pink popping power. Come on, Barney, let's go. Let's go, get that. Come on, Barney, get those grapes inside those balloons. We cannot allow them to get through. Now, the enemy has a really freaking weird strategy. Alright, so I'm still going balloon economy. I'm just balloon, 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 and more balloon, and more balloons, and then we'll balloon him up a little bit. And then maybe some more balloons. Alright, so we're just ballooning him, and he's got greens up the wazoo, almost getting through, but not getting through, and that's pretty much the key thing right there, not getting through. And he's got a really weird defense. He's got Dartling guns, he's got wizards, and engineers. You don't really see that very often at all. I mean, it's not a bad defense, just because any one of those towers by itself is good, so when you combine them all together, it's a pretty solid combination. But still, at the same time, I would prefer, you know, a couple other things in there. Totally prefer a couple other things. So again, I think the balloon economy thing, because I realized last time 500 was probably a little bit too much, so I went with 450 this time. I'm thinking that that's probably going to be a little bit better. You know, maybe we'll get a little bit less economy right now, but we'll have a little bit better time later on, maybe, kind of, possibly, hopefully. At least that's the plan. So for it. Anyways, the little yellow balloons are actually making me lose lives, so I'm going to get a cannon boat. Now, the thing about cannon boats is they are nice. They are good for balloon popping power, they're good for camos, they're good for those camo leads, they're good for a lot of things, but at the same time, you're going to need something for those regrow rainbows, which the cannon boats, even if you have one or two, probably not going to do enough, so you're probably going to need a 3-0 boomerang, and that's what I did. Now, if camo regrows come in here, usually the boats can deal with them, but I might have to get some sort of wizard or something like that and deal with them that way. But overall, I mean, I'm not that afraid. I think any balloon energy or battle energy that I can use on my towers will make me survive. Now again, when you look at my enemy, regrow rainbows are extremely deadly. We could regrow rainbow him at any time. And I noticed a lot of attacks coming in at me. He's going with some regrow weird balloons. Not even regrow rainbows, I don't think. There's some regrow, like, zebras or something. Just like one or two, not even going pretty heavy with them, just a few. So I must say that the guys that I faced today, I'd like to call them noob cakes, but people don't like when I call them noob cakes, so we're just going to call them inexperienced. They're inexperienced players, and they need to learn the game a little bit better, and I think that's why I was able to do so good against them. So yeah, let's just go for it. How about let's just make him do something. I didn't even go for a full-out regrow rainbow rush. That was a two-group regrow rainbow rush. That's it. That's all I did. And it killed him. It killed him, so I guess that's all we're going to have. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my farm thingamabob. Thanks for watching, and have a delicious, delicious day.